Want to stay up to date with everything that's happening on the show? Or do you have a story that you'd like to submit for one of our Listener Stories episodes? You can get in touch with the show via the website at www.hauntedukpodcast.com, on Instagram at hauntedukpodcast, on X at hauntedukpod, or you can email us at contactus@hauntedukpodcast.com. We're also on Facebook and TikTok. And if you want to support the show, you can do it via either Patreon or Ko-fi. Both platforms have exactly the same content, but work in slightly different ways. One of the advantages of Patreon is its sleek user interface, but if you want to avoid those pesky additional charges Apple, Google, and Patreon apply to your subscription, then why not give Ko-fi a try? Simply open a browser window and type ko-fi/Haunted UK Podcast. That's Ko-fi/Haunted UK Podcast, and you'll soon find us. Whichever platform you choose, we're sure you'll enjoy the bonus content. Thanks for listening, and enjoy the episode. On the 15th of September 2024, I attended a ghost hunt at the location of this show's very first episode, way back in June 2021. That location was, of course, Dudley Castle. Since an early age, I'd had a healthy interest in castles, and knowing that one with such great historical significance was just a short drive away from not only where I grew up, but also where I live now, always seemed surreal. But throughout my early years, I never really thought of Dudley Castle as a place where ghosts or the spirits of the dead would actually haunt. But how wrong I was. Every now and then an article would appear in a local newspaper, or a story would be heard on radio, retold by either the presenter or newsreader, or if you were lucky, by the witness themselves. Terrifying stories of apparitions being seen walking along the perimeter walls, or police officers chasing what they thought was a trespasser, only to have their suspect disappear. Just like so many people out there, I desperately wanted to see a ghost, to witness something truly paranormal, and at a few points throughout my life so far, I do believe that I've witnessed a few strange and unusual things. Occurrences which I feel cannot be so easily explained away. But sadly, none of these have ever occurred at Dudley Castle. But fast forward to the 15th of September 2024, and was all that about to change? The ghost hunt event I attended was organised by Haunting Nights, and was overseen by Dudley Castle employee Rosie Whiteside. As well as attending the event as a customer, I wanted to capture as much of the atmosphere and, if possible, evidence as I could, so asked permission of the organisers as well as the other visitors if I could record the night's events. All of them unanimously agreed. After being let into the castle grounds through a gate via the main car park, we all drove up to the main castle entrance, parked our cars, and then followed our guides to the main base of operations, which was located in the Courtyard Cafe. There, we were all given a health and safety briefing, as well as a rundown of the evening's events. It was then time to start. So we'll begin with Dudley Castle employee Rosie Whiteside giving us a talk about the history of the castle.
Now, this castle is built in a classic motte and bailey style, with the motte being the man-made hill behind you and the bailey being the courtyard that we're stood in. Now, the motte is made out of the dirt that they would have dug out of the moat that would have surrounded the castle as well. Now, the castle keep is the main defensive structure of our castle. It's where they would have kept most of their weapons, their armour, and where most of their soldiers would have been stationed. From the top of our castle keep, you can see 9 different counties, so they would have had a really good view of everything going on around them. However, being a soldier back then was not a particularly glamorous job. They would have to wear incredibly heavy armour and stand for up to 12 hours at a time keeping guard. During those 12 hours, they were not allowed to come off of guard unless they had express permission, so that did mean that they weren't allowed to eat. They weren't even allowed to go to the toilet. Now, speaking of toilets, there are only 2 toilets in the entire castle. The original castle, obviously. We've got a few more for you guys. One of them is up our castle keep. Now, in fact, that toilet is a little bit famous, but unfortunately not for what we want it to be famous for, though I don't know what you'd want a toilet to be famous for at all. It is where they have found the world's oldest condoms. They are now on display at the Amsterdam Sex Museum. If anyone does find themselves in Amsterdam, you can go see them. They were found here at Dudley Castle.
Did you not know that?
Now, the outer walls of our castle also date from the 1262 rebuild, as does our entranceway that you guys have walked in today. That's known as a triple gateway because of the 3 gates you'd have to get through to get inside the castle. The first gate would have been a large drawbridge over the moat that surrounded the castle. You can still see parts of the moat during the day, particularly where our penguins live over there. They do live in the original castle moat. The next 2 gates would have been large metal gates on either side of that tunnel that we walked through, and that tunnel is affectionately known as the murder hole. Now, the reason it's called that is because if the invading soldiers managed to make it past the drawbridge, they might have found the next gate open. Thinking they'd managed to catch the castle undefended, they would storm in without seeing the very obvious trap that had been laid out for them. Those metal gates could come down incredibly quickly, trapping the soldiers in the tunnel. From inside the castle, they could make their way to the floating doorway and then throw whatever they wanted down on top of those trapped soldiers through a hole in the ceiling. Now, the things they would throw down included boiling water, pots and pans, broken armour, broken weapons. They would fire arrows down. They would even throw down their own wee and poo as well. It was only when 1 or 2 soldiers were left alive that they'd open the gate back up again, send them back to where they came from with the message to not invade Dudley Castle. Now, I don't know about you guys, but if that happened to me every time I tried to come through there, I'd probably stop showing up as well. So I imagine it would have been pretty effective at keeping people out. The rebuild ended with this building just behind me, which is the castle's chapel. It was first recorded as being in use in 1322, so it goes to show just how long it takes to build a stone castle. And it was serviced by the monks who worked down in the priory next door, and you can still see the ruins of that in Priory Park. They would come up every single day chanting and praying to deliver services in the chapel. The room below the chapel that we are going to be going into later is the undercroft. Now, an undercroft is essentially an above-ground basement. Its sole purpose was to prove how rich they were. Because if you could afford another floor to your house, that meant you had a little bit of money. If you could afford to dedicate that floor just to storing the things that you owned, it meant you had a lot of money. However, the undercroft below the chapel likely would have been where they would have stored dead bodies prior to their burials as well. As we go even further around the castle, that is the Sharrington Range. It's named after its architect, William Sharrington, and it's believed to be the first Italian Renaissance palace in the UK. In its heyday, it would have brilliant white walls and a lovely red roof. Obviously, it doesn't quite look that good today, but if you can, just picture it for me in its glory. That was commissioned to be built in 1537 by John Dudley, who at the time was one of the advisors to King Henry VIII. He had a bit of an inflated sense of self, and he wanted to show off just how important and influential he was. At the time of building, the Sharrington Range cost around £30,000, which is equivalent to around £80 million today, so he spared no expense. It took over 20 years to fully build the Sharrington Range, and that's because of all the amazing rooms that they would have put on. It likely would have extended further around the outer wall as well. One of the biggest rooms in the castle would have been called the Great Hall, and that's where they would have hosted all of their parties. The parties that were held here at Dudley Castle were known to last 3 days or longer, and they would not stop overnight. People simply fell asleep where they stood and woke up and just started partying all over again. The centrepiece of our Great Hall was a massive table made out of the single trunk of a tree, and it was described in a lot of different pieces from the time for just how amazing and wealthy it made the castle look. This castle also would have had 3 kitchens because, like I said, they spared no expense. The first kitchen would have been the servants' kitchen. It's where the servants obviously would have had their food. They weren't fed particularly well here at the castle, unfortunately, and they would simply receive the leftovers from the master's table, which included things like mouldy fruits and vegetables, mouldy bread, and the gristly parts of the meat. The next kitchen would have been the bakery. That's where they would have made all of their bread. They didn't really have any sugar back then, so if they did make an apple pie, it certainly wouldn't have tasted as nice as the ones we get today. And then the third kitchen would have been their meat kitchen. We have had archaeologists come in and check the ovens that are still standing to see what kind of bones they would have found. And it turns out that the people at the castle would have eaten a lot of deer, a lot of rabbits, a lot of badgers, and a lot of pigeons. They also had an entire oven just dedicated to fish, so they ate a lot of fish as well. Now, as I said, it took over 20 years to finish building the Sharrington Range, and unfortunately in that time both William Sharrington and John Dudley passed away, so neither of them ever got to see it fully finished. William Sharrington died of old age, but John Dudley was put to death at the Tower of London. Now, that was for his involvement in putting Lady Jane Grey on the throne of England. For those of you who do know who she is known as the 9 Days Queen, because that's how long she managed to hold her title. And at the point that she sat on the throne of England, her last name was in fact Dudley. So it was a Dudley as Queen, but we don't get the credit because she's known by her maiden name instead. Now, unfortunately, John Dudley's actions solidified the castle's name as a traitor's castle. You can't really blame the Crown for not trusting us. We've attempted to overthrow them at least 3 times throughout our history, and we've lost every major battle that's taken place here, except for the 1138 siege, but he gave up very quickly. The last battle that was actually fought here at the castle was the First English Civil War. This was a royalist compound. The parliamentarians first sieged in 1643, and they managed to take the gatehouse just outside the castle grounds. It then took them a further 3 years to actually make their way into the castle, so even though we do eventually lose, we certainly put up a pretty good fight first. In 1646, though, the castle was finally surrendered when the king had given up the cause and there was no point fighting for him anymore. At the point of surrender, there was a treaty written up that said the castle was not to be touched and would be returned to the family in its original condition, but this was disregarded, and that's why we've only got 2 of our 4 towers remaining. They also destroyed some of the outer walls, particularly the part that we are calling base camp tonight. They destroyed the gatehouse, and they may have destroyed part of the Sharrington Range as well. At the point of surrender, there was still 12 months worth of supplies within the castle walls, so it was likely the castle could have survived a further year. But as I said, if the king had given up, there was no point continuing the battle. The family did stay living here at the castle. They stayed living in the Sharrington Range until 1749 when they moved to Himley Hall, which is just down the road. Unfortunately, again, only a year later, the castle caught on fire and it was left to burn for 3 whole days and 3 whole nights before eventually burning itself out. Nobody attempted to fight the fire because there was rumours that gunpowder was being stored in the basement. Excuse me. Now, there's never been any gunpowder proven to have been here at the castle, and it is believed that those rumours were started by people who were using the vacant castle for illegal activities, possibly coiners who were chipping the edges off of old coins and then melting them down into new ones. After the fire, everyone just kind of deemed it an accident and they all just moved on with their lives. But they came back to excavate a few years later and they found that the fire may have started in multiple different locations. So it's now believed to have been an act of arson instead. But they don't know why or who would have burnt it down. The rumour again is that maybe it was those people who started the gunpowder rumour. Now, after the fire, this place was left to fall into ruin. The Victorians used it as a romantic ruin to host fetes and parties, and they would have charged people to go up to the castle to have a look around. It's them we have to thank for these really slippery cobblestone steps. And then in the 1930s, the 3rd Earl of Dudley received 3 peacocks for his birthday and decided that he absolutely had to open a zoo in the grounds of his castle, as we all do. In 1937, we did finally open as Dudley Zoo, so we've been open as a zoo for about 87 years now, so it's been quite a while. That is a very whistle-stop tour of our history here. If anyone does have any questions, please do feel free to come and talk to me. Now, obviously, we do have a few ghost stories as well. I am not at liberty to tell you any of them because they want you to learn things for yourself tonight and they don't want me to influence anything that you might find. However, if at the end of the night you would like to talk to me about any of the ghost stories or give me any names that you may have heard during the night, please do feel free to come over and speak to me about it. Any questions? No? Perfect. I'm going to hope that was 15 minutes and we'll just head straight over to the Undercroft. We go that way because it's a smaller step.
So off we went to the Undercroft, our first real destination of this ghost hunt, and this is a place that has a reputation of being very active as far as paranormal activity is concerned. John Summery, a long since gone lord who had a fearsome reputation, is one spirit who calls the Chapel Undercroft home. His remains were allegedly held in a stone coffin in this room. Dark shadows have also been spotted, as well as an alarming instance of poltergeist activity, when during one paranormal investigation, a chair was physically flipped over, allegedly by the spirit of a young girl. But would any of these entities make an appearance while we were there? Well, let's find out.
So has everyone done a stand-up seance before?
No.
Right, a stand-up seance is like a sit-down seance, basically. We all hold hands so we're all connected and the energy will flow around. Usually, spirits like to interact with seances because we're all in the same place, all the energies are all in one spot. We've introduced ourselves, so we're asking you to come forward and come introduce yourself. We know the spirit's here because we've already seen you about 5 minutes ago. So you can come and interact with the people in this circle by touching them, making your presence known, or leaving a little message on that red light that's sitting on the bench, the voice recorder. Leave us a message, say your name. You'll be more than welcome. Now, any of you can ask out as well. I'm just starting it off. It's your night, remember. So if anyone feels like asking out, please do so. Okay?
Just remember, we're all here for the same thing, so nobody's going to laugh at you if you call out a name. If it just pops into your head, say it. It could be somebody else thinking, I've got that as well. And,
Can we put a cat ball on the bench?
Yeah, you can there.
I've got cat balls in my pocket, but we usually do at the start. We don't really put a lot.
Oh, don't you?
No, but you can do it, but we don't have to say like, because we just like to use your senses more than anything.
Does everybody know about the use of cat balls in investigations?
Yeah.
Did you say that?
Basically, it's for a cat, isn't it?
Yeah.
And if it gets tapped, it has to be physically tapped for it to go off. So if spirit's tapping, it's all right up. We have got 2 bears that are on the stage. We've got Michael, the big teddy, and we've got Molly, the little one, which is a REM teddy. We just put them out. The REM teddy did go off a little bit when we were sitting in here before, so hopefully we might get some interaction with it tonight.
No, I'm not sure if it's because I'm facing the door and I can see the shadow in the door, or if there's something over by the door or keeps coming past the door. But that might just be because I'm facing that shadow. I'm not sure.
There's always a spirit that stands by that door.
I've
been coming
okay.
for over 20 years. Yeah, there is a spirit that stands by the door. He just stands there. He doesn't do a lot, but he stands by the door.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Just where that shadow is, that light, just like there,
I keep
under
seeing
there.
it move across that light there.
So I've got one spot on my back that's getting really, really cold, and I don't know if
It's where you stood.
Oh, that's good.
No, well, it's because in the corners of this room are quite active.
It was on. That side.
It's on the front.
Yeah.
And there's somebody that's walked between you three at the back where you are, then going back and forth.
I'm seeing them as well.
So
back and forth.
my left leg, so this side where I've just shook you, that just keep going cold at the bottom. Like a brush past.
Okay, so what are the structures in that corner over here?
I mean the corners of the room?
Yeah, these in this corner here.
The spirits just come, they stand
coffee.
and the coffee.
Yeah, the coffins. Yes, okay.
Yeah. One coffin there is two different coffins.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys, we will put you in the light.
Yeah, you can have a chance of lining in the light if that's what you want to do.
It was just that the ship you mentioned.
There is something about the corners of spirits in this room for some reason.
Like I feel like there's somebody stood next to me, but not like just a little bit in front of me.
What's your name?
Kim's.
Kim, it's where you stood there as well because you're near to the fireplace as well, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't know.
And the other coffee.
Whereas like, it's just out the corner of my eye. It's not the lady that's actually stood next to me. She's a bit more fun.
Yeah.
Rosie,
Mm-hmm.
are there any ceiling fans in here?
No.
Okay. Anything that's quite high electrically powered?
We've got lights running over the top.
Fluorescent or LED?
Lights?
What do you expect it to affect? You mean the K2s or something?
Yeah, like infrasound. I'm thinking of infrasound, but if there's nothing that's kind of...
No,
I don't think so.
We've been coming here 20 years.
Yeah,
I have personally, but it doesn't affect... This doesn't affect things. And there's nothing above it, is there either?
No.
So... It's quite a good room, actually.
Yeah.
I don't think it's seeing someone behind you, you know.
There is this stand over there. It's going between you three at the back. Now when you got the telly on the stand on the stage.
Yeah. Very close.
They've been sitting here with this bench in front of me, and then at the back there's somebody at the back standing by the bears.
Yeah.
Going back
That's by the stage then, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's cold between us.
Okay. I looked across and thought,
Because it looks like you're merging into one person, but obviously it's called merging into one person because do you know what I mean? You're not that big.
So it's quite interesting because that's where we've seen someone before you come in.
Yeah, we were sitting here in the dark, like the strange people we are. But there was definitely something here before, but I can feel it here. And your leg's cold at the bottom.
It's just this one side.
Yeah. So it is sort of that direction then, isn't it? Could you make a noise, spirit? Could you tap a bench? Tap the teddies and the stage if you can, or tap the stage. That would be good, wouldn't it? Move a chair.
We don't mean you any harm.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I just felt like somebody just touched my back.
Yeah. Like a hand.
It's like a poke in the bottom of my back.
Lovely.
Did I touch someone?
It's quite, this is, to me, it's quite an active room, so expect anything.
If you do want to come through, move the cat ball.
Yeah, I can feel.
It's gone really cold in here.
Oh, you're whisk-crab.
But is everyone else getting really angry for now? God damn it.
Oh, that's
What did you say?
Like, I just feel I'm getting really angry for no reason. Like, and it's not that I'm angry. I don't know what it is. But I just feel.
No, it's.
I'm slowly getting more and more angry. Like I'm really pissed off or something. But I don't know what it is. But it's not me.
I think that's what the pacing up and down is. They're not.
Like, I feel really uncomfortable. Really, I get
We
really.
do get someone angry in here, so you're on the right track.
Like,
Started off early
I
though.
told her there's somebody behind like about 6 foot tall. Right behind her. Looks like they could extend in about 20 feet up in the air. I was really scared.
Are you not happy that we're here?
You started off early, didn't you?
Like, well, I want like every time I see all I want to, like my instincts, I was like no, but I don't know where it's coming from because it's not me, and I'm not.
I stood you there because I thought he'd come to you.
Like really angry.
He's come to us.
See, this is what next
What's to me?
So you would want to shout out.
Yeah, like when he says like, I just wanted to like get really like yap or whatever. I don't know why. It's not.
Why don't you say something instead of just standing
That's
there?
me, sorry.
What's a funny noise though?
Why is it getting darker?
It's getting darker.
Yeah, it
It is
does.
affecting me.
It keeps going darker and then lighter.
It just, I think it's gone darker like your side now,
Yeah.
whereas over there it was darker before. It's lightened up a bit there, it's darker your side now.
You keep moving around the circle.
The back of me is like vibrating.
We have that on the stage.
Yeah,
You know, but when you get
It must be a woman thing.
You kind of like swaying, but I'm not swaying.
It's quite intimidating.
I think he's a monk.
Yeah, I think it is a monk.
Well, could be, and it also could be something else.
Or somebody that you know the I don't know.
So what
Do you know the executioner?
Yeah.
Where you get the hoods.
Yes.
I'm getting the vibe of it's about 6 foot.
It's
And
That's under the house.
what we got in the circle is the executioner.
Yeah.
Behind me, lighting it slightly.
Okay, so that's what I saw.
Oh, you fuck up!
Excuse me. Oh, so
And it just sort of flashed out.
This is where it's back. It's like this.
it's fine.
It's very down like that. He wants to stand behind the earth.
Yeah.
You can do that now.
How do I next?
Is that your iPhone player? If you could put your phones on flight mode or silent, would be great as well, please.
Sorry, I've got a nervous disposition.
Oh, Tourette's is a well-known thing. Paranormal ones. Right, should we settle down again? Do you want to, is that your light?
Do you want me to turn it?
Oh God, yeah. I feel like I'm
I did ask.
Oh no, but we won't get anything with the light on in here.
Yeah.
Because they don't like it in here for some reason. You can do it anywhere else. And when you go on your own as well.
Yeah.
That was like piercing my eyes.
So the guy next to you is
I forgot his name. What's your name?
Steve.
Steve. That's really weird, because Lauren is my daughter and Steve is my son.
Lauren's my daughter.
Oh God. Well, Lauren's going around tonight.
Why don't you try calling out, Steve?
Okay, if there's anything in the room, can you try to come forward, move the cat ball, talk into the recorder, maybe touch someone, not in a nasty way, just maybe just a little shove in the back or something like that, and don't be afraid. If you're inside the circle,
Yeah, but it's not that one. It's not outside either.
Going darker again.
I think you should.
That's not else now.
Do you like Steve's height?
Whatever's here now is not as tall as the last one.
Isn't it?
No.
I can hear voices.
We're all in here, there's nobody else.
We've heard voices there. haven't we?
Yeah, kind of. I'm just like chattering like outside.
Yeah.
But not behind you, sort of way.
It's like
Yeah,
a
like
distance, isn't it?
Yeah, mumbles.
Yeah.
So everyone let go of hands. So what I want you to do is go and sit anywhere in the room that you feel drawn to. So if you're sitting on your own, sit together, sit where you want. Yeah,
It's all there. It's like I think they're stone ones, Ricky.
Yeah.
Stone coffins.
Have a light somewhere. Thanks. Oh, right, who's got the pins and needles?
Calmness type.
if it's further off your body,
Come on, is there?
Who's got the pins and needles?
No.
Okay, turn light. Okay, just talk into the recorder and ask a question and see if we can get anything on the recorder.
Oh God. I don't know what to ask.
Anything?
Yeah, ask if they're affecting them.
Like, are you doing it on purpose? Like, because is it you making my feet and my legs hurt? Is there a reason for it? Yeah, the dark. Like, I can see there's a light on that, but it's like there's something in front of it. Like, and it's just that pulsing darkness.
So you've got something by you.
And like, I feel really hot, but at the same time freezing cold.
See, people think that there is a sensitivity from when they're younger, but it's still there.
Like, no, when you're ill, and it's that heat that when you're ill, but you're not actually, but you're cold. It's that feeling.
So that's how I felt standing over there.
No, like, I feel like I've just been smacked by a truck or something. Like, I feel really ill.
I think it's
weird.
either on heat or cold or a mixture of both.
No, it's the way I feel. No, like when you're coming down with the flu or something, and it's that ill heat. It's that kind of. But at the same time, I think I'm cold, but I feel it's weird. I can't explain it.
If you're infecting her, what's your name?
Kim.
If you're infecting Kim,
You say something then?
Well, no, you just wanted me.
No, there's something just coming.
if you're infecting Kim, could you tap on something really loud? Are you drawn to her energy?
Is there somebody standing next to you, not the one that's just gone out to kid?
Yeah.
Is there somebody standing next to his right side?
No, but Chris has just felt something.
I just thought something went past me. And there's only other thing I want to say is the darkness at the bottom of the room. It's like a corridor, so, and it seems to be like it's coming closer towards us.
Up to like my whole leg.
So has it gone further up your body?
Yeah, like,
Okay.
I feel shaky and really.
Can I come and sit by you?
Just.
I want to sit by because...
Like I'm shaking, I know I feel.
So, as you just heard throughout those series of clips, it's really down to a mixture of what you believe, but also what the people around you already know about the location. The two women from Haunting Nights were Tara and Sue, and it's Sue who is the medium, and I have to say that she was very well reserved when it seemed that she was being probed for answers from those in the group who seemed to feel that they were sensitive. Not wanting to come across as a total stonewall skeptic, I have to point out that at no point did I witness any shadows or changes in darkness, no changes in temperature, and definitely no apparitions or spirits. If those individuals in the group were really seeing what they claimed, there was no way to prove it either way. Again, leaving it to interpretation. But in this next set of clips, we move location to a room containing a model of Dudley Castle, as it would have appeared hundreds of years ago. This model is encased in a large glass case in the middle of the room, and it was here that something quite strange took place.
If you're in the corridor, can you come forwards? Come and touch the ball on the floor.
If it's children, would you touch the teddy for me or the cat ball?
There you go. Michael's going up.
Someone got the torch?
No.
What happened then?
Michael's foot was flashing.
Oh, was it? Okay. Yeah, that's because they have to tap it. It's only a cat ball in his feet and his arms, so they have to physically touch it. So if you're a child, could you do that again for us, please?
Take the K2 up to red.
If you're not a child, can you remove the K2 and take it up to red, please? Or take it up to orange if you can. Come on then. Now you're here. Show yourself or do something in this room. Follow us round if you want. What about if you stood in the dark? Stand in the dark. Would you come here? Would you come over? Yeah. Come on then.
So does everyone know what a K2 does? No.
No.
So it measures the electromagnetic frequency. So this is why we say if your phone is on, if you go and stand next to it with your phone and it's not on airplane mode, it can make it go up. They think when a spirit comes close to the K2, it's their energy that it's picking up, and that's what makes it go up. But we do get quite good responses in terms of questions that we ask. We can ask them to make the lights go up to amber, make them go up to red, and we do get some good responses with that in different locations. Any questions?
So do you have to actually tell the spirits what a K2 is?
No.
Funny, I didn't know what one was, so...
How would you explain it? I think she's explaining to the guests, but
Yeah.
because people come here quite often, spirits are used to the equipment because everyone uses sort of the same thing.
Yeah.
And they do respond to it as, oh, responding to the K2, not so much the cat.
A lot of times they use this for yes and no, don't they, as well?
Use the cat balls for yes and no,
Yeah.
that's two different ones.
Does this, like, if there is a kid, do they play?
Some do, some don't. It depends. I always look at it this way. If you're a spirit, you might be playful tonight. You might want to play tomorrow. it's whether they want to use their energy, and really, you've got to put your energy into it as well. So you've got to keep asking out. You've got to keep, keeping the energy flowing as well.
It sounds of a little girl.
Yeah, we do get children in this room. And well, throughout the rooms actually. Could you see her?
She's got blonde hair. No, I just said just a little girl.
What about age? What sort of age are you thinking of?
5, 6-ish.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, just a little girl.
There has been a little girl picked up with blonde hair before. I'd say 6 or 7.
I was going to say 7.
The photos, if everyone's okay.
If you want to come and play with the teddy bear, come and touch the teddy bear. Would you like me to put it on the floor maybe? Maybe it's too high. What, the case?
Yeah.
Maybe it's too high. Come and sit by the teddy. You won't know it, His name's Michael. Let's say hello to Michael.
Do you know the name of the girl?
I do know now, yeah. I just want to see if you get it.
I'm getting like Emily or Emily.
Emily. Because you don't like to tell, you read it.
Yeah, it's Emily or Emily.
Emily. Did you get it as well?
I don't know.
Please say it. It's Emma, Emily, sort of the same.
We know her as Ellie.
And Ellie. But there's more than one though. But she has got blonde hair.
Yeah,
Sort of like, oh no, she's very pretty.
she wearing a white dress by any chance?
I don't know if she wears it over something or she's got a white dress on.
There was a white flick out over here and I thought it might have been a light. When I looked over it's not a bright light, is it? It's not.
And you also got to remember spirits show themselves and they want to show themselves to you. You may be different and you might see different aspects of it, if you know what I mean. So it's how they want to show themselves, but yeah, it's quite interesting. Come and play with the toys. You've got some little toys on. You've got a teddy on the floor. He's lovely, he is. He likes to interact. You're very quiet, aren't you? Come on.
The corridor hasn't gone off.
Shall I try the spirit talker?
Yeah, put the spirit talker on. Explain it.
So, we use... I know there's a lot of apps out on the market at the moment, but we've found one which we trust more than others. It tends to be give quite intelligent responses to what we're asking. It's called Spirit Talker. Has anyone heard of it?
It's not. A lot of the YouTube people have used it, but out of all the apps that are on the market, if you want to call it that, this seems to respond more at the location. So if you like got Castle, Emily, if you got that name, you know, anything that's really corresponds with the castle, then that's a good thing. Or people's names, it says people's names in the room sometimes.
So did she lose something?
Possibly.
So it's just like really sad to the point where I could cry because I feel like I've lost something. But
she could be looking for something.
I don't know what that is.
Is it scanning radio frequencies?
Yeah, it's like a Frank's box. So they put a word bank in the app, and then there's only them words in there. You can't add to it, or whatever's in there is in there. And the theory is that spirit will manipulate it.
Yeah.
It's a theory, but we've had some really good responses with that. It's, you know, like the Alice box. Have you heard of the Alice box?
Yeah.
It's sort of similar to that. I find that better than the Alice box, because we have got Alice box, some of the other team. But I always find this is better, because it gives full sentences as well. Would you like to come and use the device?
Innocent.
I just look, now this is so woman, like I'm that. Look, I think
don't you think
I feel like
because I'm a mum,
something. I'm a mum, and I feel like it's something to do with being a mother.
Yeah.
And I just feel cripplingly lost, like I've lost something.
I think
I want to cry. I want to go
outside. You know that would be,
outside.
don't you, Rosie?
I want to go outside.
You know what I'm getting at.
Look, I feel
That
like I
would be
want to go
something different.
outside, and then, look, I'm saying I need to go and look. I need to see something. I don't know.
It's going to red.
Like, it's making me feel really... Yeah, I feel really funny, really shaky, like similar to in there, but like I've lost something and I need to... It's cold. I need to go outside. Like, it's like...
I know what you're picking up on, but I don't want to tell you.
Like, I feel like I need to go out. I feel like
you're doing really good.
I feel like I've lost... It's going to sound really silly, but I feel like I've lost my child. Like, I want...
Makes sense, doesn't it, Rosie?
Like, I want to go, like, I want to phone my ex-husband right now and check my children are there and okay, whatever, because, like, I feel like I've lost...
I think you're picking on a spirit lady that's quite well known.
Like, it's creepy, it's horrible.
Water, like the malt.
No, I'm just getting
That's
it
what I'm
like,
getting.
I've lost some, I need...
Do you know she's getting on about it?
I need to go and... I feel like I need to be outside, I don't want to be in here, I need to go outside, it's horrible.
We next move on to another room which was located near the bat enclosure, and it was here that another technique was used to try and get any answers from the many spirits which call Dudley Castle home. The human pendulum works on the basis of the movement of a person who is stood between two others. That person in the middle, who has volunteered as being the pendulum, is told to close their eyes and relax. A series of questions are then asked to the spirits, who could be in the immediate vicinity, and they are invited to impress their answers upon the human pendulum, either by pushing them forwards for yes, or backwards for no, for example. If the force from the spirit or spirits becomes too strong, it's the job of the other two people who are standing in front and behind the human pendulum to make sure that they are safe from being knocked over.
Okay, so what's your name again? Kim. Okay, Kim's nice and relaxed, open-minded, eyes closed. Okay. Spirit, can you come forward and use Kim's energy, please? And show me a yes response. So the trick to this is to not resist if you feel yourself going a particular way. Okay, thank you. Can you show me a no response, please?
Show me a no.
On that, Katie.
Make it clear. Okay. So you can't go the same way for both yes and no. Please show me a yes response. Forwards or backwards? Last clear yes.
No, it's leave I go backwards.
So that will be forwards is no. Yeah, so just got to confirm that. So you're no, you're yes. So the trick to this is to ask open-ended questions. It's got to be yes or no questions, one at a time. If you ask 2 or 3 questions in quick succession, you don't know what answer you're getting for what question. Okay, so who wants to go first? Come on, guys. It's your night.
Is your pendulum female?
Abraham.
Thanks. Abraham. It's an old name, not is it?
Oh, yes. So we've got a female spirit.
Did you work here?
I don't like it. I'm going to throw it.
Just zone yourself out and don't cut.
Just relax.
And relax.
I'm trying, but I feel really shitty.
If it does get too much for you, you can step out and we'll swap over.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I
okay,
feel
thank you,
really
Spirit. Thank you for working with Kim. Who wants to go in?
I bet you put a man in there.
Yeah, I'll put a man in.
Put one of these men there, it's the quiet.
Go on, Ed.
Do you want me to come and stand?
Who's volunteering at the men? Come on.
I reckon Edward should do it.
Edward, come on now.
Nice.
Yes, come on.
Wait, yeah, what do you want?
You need to try different things so it works for you.
So nice and relaxed. There you go. Now. So whichever way you go,
Oh,
don't
Lucy.
fight it.
Yeah.
If you go all stiff,
Should have had a Lucy
nothing's gonna
before.
happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eyes closed, open minds. Spirit, we've got Ed in the middle. Please come and use his energy. Can you show me a yes response, please? Forwards or backwards? A yes response. Make it clear. Forwards or backwards? I think it's going slightly, ever so slightly forward.
Yeah, I agree.
Be a bit more dominant with that name because there is an Edward here.
Okay, Edward.
Don't tell. I will. I will.
Edward, can you, if you're here, we've got another Ed here in the middle. Can you show me yes, please? Forward. Definitely forward.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, over to you guys.
Are you standing in the corner by the door?
I think there's a Wi-Fi box down there.
Oh,
Okay. I didn't hear it anyway.
Are you the reason that I didn't want to come down the corridor?
I think she was leaning towards me.
Make it clear.
What was that sound?
I don't know.
Were you affecting
Can
Kim?
on move then?
That was it, it was all around.
Oh, I haven't moved. I'm just perfectly still.
Are you the person we think you are? No.
Maybe somebody else in town.
My camera case is Velcro, so that's me, my camera case. I just want to take some pictures.
Oh, yeah, carry on. Then you take
It's the Velcro.
Will you tell us your name if we can guess your name?
Take 2 or 3.
Take 2 or 3.
So, flash.
Yes.
Are you waiting in the checkered room for us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flash.
Should we be worried? You're going to answer.
Flash.
Do you mean us any harm? No. Good.
Wrong.
Right.
Are you already in the checkered room? Are you coming with your buddies? Your so-called friends?
I'm reaching out.
Do not reach out to me.
Can you affect the ladies in the other room under the arch?
So, whilst this is a fascinating experiment to watch and to take part in, the human pendulum does have its flaws. For one, if you stand still for a length of time with your eyes closed, the body will automatically try to balance itself. If during this process you become very relaxed, your body may appear to move even more. I think a simple alteration to this procedure would benefit the results which appear to come from the spirits who are seemingly pushing the pendulum. The person could be blindfolded, but more importantly, they should wear a pair of earplugs, for instance, thus stopping them from actually hearing the questions themselves. This way, if the movements from the spirits reflect the way that the human pendulum is being moved, they would be much more genuine and a lot harder to just simply explain away. Just to clear something up which you may have noticed, the voice from the phone. Through not only the time in the castle model room, but also in this new space and the next room we're about to venture into, the organisers continued to let the phone, which was running an app called Spirit Talker, scan the immediate environment. The Spirit Talker app is loaded with a number of pre-programmed words, which get triggered when sensors within the phone pick up changes in the space that you are in. In a sense, it's another tool similar to something like a Panasonic DR60, which became a hugely popular device for recording evidence of EVP, or electronic voice phenomena. These devices all work on the theory that spirits can somehow interact with them. But is this true, or are they all simply gimmicks? The next set of audio clips start off with myself and a woman named Ellis. We were asked by the hosts if we would like to go up a ramp and into another room, where a small table had already been set up with an Ouija board on it. Ellis continued to keep filming, and I continued to keep recording. And we both began asking questions. We're then joined by the rest of the group, who begin a number of attempts with the Ouija board to contact the other side. So I'm joined with Alice here, and she's filming. Got a piece of audio equipment that I'm going to put on this table. Anytime you want, talk into the recorder or make yourself known in front of Ellis's camera, or maybe switch the light off. Is there anyone that will talk into the recorder? Anyone that will appear in front of Ellis's camera? Maybe mess around with the camera, mess around with the lights. Are you okay with Ellis filming? Or do you want to give her a little push just to let her know that you're there? It'd be interesting to have that K2 meter up here. Where?
Just in the room.
So Ellis has just heard a tap. Was that you? Could you do it again? Okay, so you've now got two pieces of equipment, camera and the recorder. Ellis isn't holding anything, so could you make yourself known at all? Could you either push over the recorder this camera? Or just make it move?
So if you want to go into the room, you can, or
Yeah,
on the board, that's fine as well.
My earliest experience of an Ouija board was doing something at school on a bit of chipboard, and it actually got the two finalists in the World Cup right. It seriously did. And one of the first things that it actually spelled out was something about Cameroon, and they were playing Argentina, and we were thinking, there's no way that Cameroon are going to beat Argentina, and they beat Argentina.
Nice.
Okay, so, anyone used one before?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So with the boards, nice and gentle on the glass, and you're pressing down, you're not going to get much movement. So nice and gentle. You can take it around the board a few times to build your energy. You can show spirit, here's the letters, here's the numbers, there's yes, there's no. It's worth remembering not all spirits have got the same education that we've got. Some are from a long, long time ago, might not be able to read and write. So if you're not getting any movement or you're getting a bit of gibberish, try switching to yes and no questions. Again, it's one question at a time. Otherwise, you're just going to not know.
Is one person going to ask the question?
No, you can all ask. Yeah. Even people around the boards can ask as well. You don't actually have to be touching it if you want to ask something. So we'll keep the spirit talker running along with it because we sometimes get matching things.
Can I just say, he just said you are beautiful, aren't you? I know he's talking to me. Just so that you all know.
She's such a big head. Okay, so try introducing yourselves again.
How many, is it just going to be the three of us or somebody else coming on?
It's entirely up to you guys. Okay.
If it comes through and says dimps, that's mean I'm in trouble because I'm going to have to kill me.
Okay. Just remember as well, not all spirits tell the truth. Some like to joke and say things that they know are going to scare you, like evil and demon and all that lot. Not everything that comes through a board is a demon. Okay. So over to you guys.
Right, okay.
We have to take it round the board a bit.
So
get energy going.
spirits, this is a board, and on the board I'm going to take control and I will move the planchette, the glass. The glass is the item we're moving around the board, and on the board you have the letters from A to Z across the board. We have numbers from 1, 9 and 0. The answer's yes and no. When you've had enough, you can say goodbye.
Okay.
So there's somebody with us in the room now.
If you'd like to talk to us, go to the letter of your first name. We'd like to know who you are. Is there anybody here with us? I was speaking to somebody in the tea room. You said you'd come to the next room with us. Are you with us? Tell me what your name began with.
Use our energy through the board and move the glass. Move the glass to the first letter of your name.
Is that cat ball going up there?
You can move anywhere you want on the board. Just start the glass moving and we know you're there.
Use our energy. Use the energy to move the glass to the letter of your name.
Is it moving? Is it moving?
It's not.
Can the man in the corridor, the tunnel, come into the room, please?
Shall we do a yes/no question? Is there somebody here with us? Please go to yes. And if you don't want to talk to us, you can go to no.
Are you pacing, so or just walking around?
He's in the corridor, I'm waiting for him to come in. I just want to stretch your legs, to be fair. But
can you move anyway?
yeah, I can, somehow.
You seem a bit agitated.
I'm waiting for him to come in, that's why.
You're all very quiet tonight, spirits. We know there must be a lot of you live here.
Ask him if he's a trickster. Are you a trickster? Do you like playing jokes? He doesn't play jokes, he pretends he's something he's not.
Were you the man I was talking to in the tea room? You told me your name.
I shouldn't be dead.
Oh.
You are? Why not? It's moving. It's very slightly.
Ever so slightly. It's moving.
Did you have an accident?
It's a pity you didn't. Were you blamed for something you didn't do? It wasn't your fault? Or you think it wasn't your fault? I feel like
With the investigation now at an end, it was time to leave Dudley Castle. Tara and Sue of Haunting Nights gave us all a great night, and for many of us, a number of things to think about. Did I feel that I experienced anything paranormal? I can't say for sure, but the K2 EMF device definitely did register a high electromagnetic field in certain parts of the castle. Was this down to natural phenomena or something else? Something unexplained. For those out there who are interested in taking part in an investigation, I can't recommend Haunting Nights enough. Tara and Sue were polite, friendly, informative, and open to all opinions throughout the event. If you wish to join them for one of their many organised paranormal investigations, then you can get all the information you need from their website. Visit www.hauntingnights.co.uk. You never know. The next person to experience something out of the ordinary could be you. But before you go, if you'd like to hear the full episode, then get yourself over to Patreon and join one of our 3 amazing tiers, Possessed, Haunted, or Spooked. Not only will you get more bonus content, exclusive extras, and our entire back catalogue, all ad-free, amongst other things, you'll also get the additional 40 minutes of this special episode. So until the next time, stay safe and take care.